Oh, good morning. Was the National Bun, or what is it? Sticky Bun Day was up there. Yeah, I forgot about that we didn't have that. This microphone's like right in my way. In the way. I'm Jeff. That's Amanda.
Hi.
Happy
Friday.
Happy Friday, everyone. What's the big plans for the week? I always hate saying that because I know you always work weekends.
I do work
so
weekends.
It's like I don't even like to wish you a good weekend.
Well, you can.
I should wish you like on Sunday, like a good weekend, because that's like your weekend.
That's
Monday,
weekend.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Those aren't bad. I work weekends a long time ago. I actually enjoyed that because I had off Monday and Tuesday, and like I would go places and no one was around.
No one was there. Yeah, it's very quiet. If you have to run errands or you just want to like go to the lake.
Nobody could do anything with me, but they were all work. But it's kind of good to have. Okay, well, we're here to give you our weather update, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's not a lot going on this weekend. Valentine's Day is behind us. President's Day is behind us.
Yeah. What's our next holiday?
I don't know.
St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, I guess so. St. Patty's Day is coming up. Yeah. Pretty soon we'll be changing the clocks back. Not this weekend, but the fall, or not couple weeks from now, March 8th, 9th or something.
9th, I think, is daylight savings.
Yeah.
So 8th to the 9th.
Yeah.
Yep. Almost there.
And that's when I'm working Saturday night for you. I thought of that last night because then I was like, oh man, that happens. I lose an hour of sleep too on top of it. And then I teach Sunday school, CCD. And the next day I'm like, those kids, I'm going to take a snooze in that class and I'll tell them to read the Bible. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the conditions. We're going to pop this up solo. Steubenville. Boy, we can't shake these flakes, can we?
Still snowing out there.
It's just like the lake. I wanted to put on the. I probably won't be able to find it in time. I was going to put on the Lake Erie. How much of it's like the whole lake's frozen, right? Mm-hmm. But we're getting this lake effect fetch from Lake Huron. Lake Huron. You could blame Lake Huron for those flakes. Yeah.
It's not accumulating though, especially on the roadways.
I wonder if you could tell the difference. You catch a flake on your mouth, snowflake. It's like. Lake Huron flakes are better than Lake Erie flakes.
We'd have to save a flake.
Little. They got a little saltiness to them. No, they don't because they're freshwater lakes. What am I talking about? Okay, days with measurable. I thought this was kind of a cool little stat, huh?
Yes, definitely.
I still think it's been an odd winter.
It has been
more snow. No big snows yet.
Nope.
And we're almost running out of time. Although we could get one in March. It happens. Yes. 34 days with measurable snow. And what is measurable snow? If you could stick a ruler and measure, then that's enough. So technically 0.1 is, which reminds me, I didn't measure the snow again today. I'm slacking on that. 0.1 we had, so this is the 34th day this winter. That's the most since the 2020-21 season and 29th most on record. But it's been a lot of nickel and dime snows. It's like putting nickels and dimes in your piggy bank, and then it adds up after a while, but no big snows, especially here at the station. I know there were some systems that brought some heavier snow to parts of our area, but here at the station, it's really been nickel and dime.
Yep.
I just look at the radar and man, those snow showers do not want to go away. Look at them.
No, they're really just persisting.
My goodness. Models are horrible with lake effect too. They cannot handle when these lake effect snow showers are. And I really think too that some other areas, like New Martinsville, we were looking at some of those cameras, there are areas outside of here that are probably seeing flurries. But what happens is, I was trying to describe this. So here's the radar site right here, the radar beam. Actually, if I stop this, you'll see the radar beam. There it is. And so as the radar beam, it's right there, shoots into the sky, keeps on going up. So what you're actually, there's probably some flurries out here, but it's overshooting where it's snowing.
Yes.
Because it's going up, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The farther away you go, the less accurate the radar reading is.
Yeah. There's a name for that? Is it just radar hole? Is there a fancier name?
Probably.
Because you could see it when you zoom out of these. You see how there's the blobs all around the radar sites? It doesn't mean that it's snowing right around there. I'm sure, it's filled in here in these areas, but there's just holes.
Yeah.
So there, it's probably snowing here. It's snowing all, here, but they're using out holes. Can't you tell I love drawing?
Yes.
Let's see. Kyle said, we got our first comment already.
Oh.
Oh, and no frowny faces
No
so
frowny
far.
faces
I shouldn't
today.
have brought that up. I heard from an extended temperature outlook in March is going to be similar to how January was. Oh, I hope not. Have we ever had any negative low temps or single digit highs in March? That's a good question. We've seen, I think, we've definitely seen single digit lows in March, but I don't know about single digit. That's awfully tough, Kyle, to have single digit highs. It would be real tough. In fact, I want to say, unless it's early in March, it's tough to even get below 0 in March around here. The sun angle gets way too strong. So I don't think it's going to be that cold here in March as it was in January like that.
I can't see
I can't see that happening unless we're heading to the ice. I'm going to click on this guy over here. That's a good question, Kyle. In fact, if you do a little tease, you tune into News 9 midday. If we don't go too long, Amanda's going to have her, we're going to have the hot off the press, the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for March and spring.
Yes.
In terms of precipitation and temperature. So, but yeah, I can't see March being as cold. It's almost impossible. It doesn't mean it can't be cold at times and we can't have snow. I could see that, but
not that cold.
It can't be like sustained cold where it's like weeks and weeks of single digits and below 0 stuff. Nah, it can't be like that. It just won't happen unless the ice age is coming.
Yeah.
Which we don't foresee that. So there's a look at the, I forgot I had that view zoomed out anyhow. Okay, so low 20s right now. We're in the 20s at least. Getting closer to 30 in Woodsfield, Caldwell. We're inching in the right direction.
We're getting there.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's snowy.
It's in the 20s. There we go. Here's our moment. National Sticky Bun Day. And you asked the question I was asking this morning.
Yeah. It's the same as a cinnamon bun.
Mm-hmm. I guess the big difference, though, Olivia looked it up because I said the same thing on air. And she looked it up and she said that the topping of a cinnamon roll or cinnamon bun is made with more of a cream cheese topping, while a sticky bun does not have the cream cheese.
Interesting.
It's stick. It's gooey goodness, but doesn't that make you hungry right there?
Yes.
Yeah. Just looking at that. I just had my lunch and that's still making me hungry. I need some dessert. So grab a sticky bun today and fill you up. Upper 20s today, snow showers eventually ending one of these days.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, hopefully. Gradual clearing. Look at the weekend. Not bad at all. Quiet.
Yeah.
Hear crickets this weekend. Not really, but it's quiet. Clearing sky 36. The crickets are too cold to come out yet. High of 40, dry weekend Sunday. So inching in the right direction. And we're going to be up near 50 on Monday. But then looking to next week, I started doing this morning, looking at sort of like a long range future cast, basically because there's not a whole lot in the near term outside of those snow flurries and snow showers. It looks like we had a couple clippers coming in next week. One comes through Tuesday with rain showers. And then another one comes through Thursday with rain showers. But then after Thursday night, it looks like it can get cold enough. We could change to some snow showers again into Friday morning. Nothing major, though. And then as we head into next week, and now this is getting way out there in fantasy land, but these clippers, notice how they start diving south a little more. So the storm track's a little bit further south. So this guy is going to swing south of us. And that could produce snow over the weekend, next weekend. So it's going to warm up to 50 early in the week, but next weekend could be more fun.
We could be back down again.
Back to snow. So enjoy the quiet weekend, Amanda, of weather forecasting. Yeah. Next weekend,
we'll be talking snow again.
We could be talking snow and cold. There we go. Into Saturday and Sunday.
I don't mind. I love the snow.
Yeah, although that now I'm looking at, that's the latest run that has it jogging up a little bit further north. So, it all depends. If the low, we often talk about this in the wintertime is storm track, right? So when you're looking way out here, days upon days out, let me see, I got the H, got to get the L. We'll just grab any L will do. But when we're low pressure systems on top of you or north, that's typically not that tool. I wanted the other tool. Where's the other arrow at? I like talking, do this at the same time. It's tough.
Yeah. So
there's the low, if you want snow, you want the low to pass to your south. If you want, if you don't want snow, you want the storm track to your north. So this would be more of a rain storm track like we'll see earlier in the week. But then when they go to your south, that's more of a snow storm track. When they go right on top of you, it could be snow mixing with rain. But again, that's like next weekend.
Yeah,
So I don't even know why I'm breaking that down so much.
It's good to know.
Yeah, just because a lot of times we throw out, well, it all depends on the track of the storm. That's what we're talking about. You know, if a storm tracks to our south, it's more favorable for snow. If it tracks to our north, not so much. But this winter, what's been happening a lot of times, they've been tracking too far to the south. Like Gulf. I don't know how to say that anymore. So the Gulf states,
Coast.
Gulf Coast, so they've been tracking way south, and then we miss out on it altogether. So it's all about storm track. That's key.
Yeah.
And there's that's the big takeaways. I guess the big takeaway there, it's warming up early in the week. Well, we're gonna have a little spring fever. Little.
I don't want it.
I don't even know if that's a fever. That's like a spring.
See, what I see when I see this is the bugs are back on Monday.
Already?
There'll be bugs in there.
What kind of bugs? Oh, stink bugs.
Stink bugs.
They do crawl out because they when it gets warmer, they sense it and they start crawling around again.
I want them to stay away.
Stay.
I don't like them.
And a lot of people, when it did get cold in January and February, were commenting about, well, at least there won't be any bugs this summer. Oh, come on. Like, I've been to Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to Alaska, right?
No.
I thought you were Alaska.
My friend has.
Okay.
Yeah, like this past year.
But I guess we pull us up in here so you can see us instead of the whole. There we go. When I was in Alaska in the summertime, they had mosquitoes that were like size of my head. They were huge. They're
maybe I can't go to Alaska.
Yeah. Well, but that just proves the point. I mean, it's colder there than it is here in the winter, and they still have bugs.
Yeah.
So bugs find a way. Nature finds a way. Just because it was a cold winter doesn't mean all the bugs are gone.
Yeah. No, they'll be back.
We'll be back. And according to Amanda, they'll be back on Monday.
They'll be back on Monday.
Some of them.
I promise you, I will see at least 2 stink bugs.
Oh, I bet you. Yeah.
They come out of the woodwork.
Because they're the ones that are in here are like kind of hiding out in the winter. Mm-hmm. And then when they sense it getting warmer, I think they start sniffing around.
Yeah. They're like, let's go extend.
Yeah.
Go see what's around.
The other thing I bet you'll see come Monday are robins. So a lot of people think that's a sign of spring. And I guess it can be, but the robins actually don't. They kind of hang out in the deep woods in the winter. Mm-hmm. And then when it gets warm, they come foraging for food and looking for, worms and all that stuff, whatever they eat. So not sticky buns. I don't think so. If there was one out there, I'm sure they'd eat one.
They definitely.
I mean, who's going to pass up a sticky bun? Come on.
Yeah.
So that you'll see them when it gets warmer. So maybe you may see a couple robins and like, oh, spring's coming. And then next weekend comes and the robin's going to go hide back in the woods because it gets cold again. So that's early March weather. Wasn't it? I'm not a big Simpson fan, but didn't he have like Schmarch weather? Didn't he say that?
I'm not sure.
No, you're not a big Simpson fan either. We have to ask Scott Renner. Our what is his title?
I don't know.
I work with him all the time. I don't even know his title. He's our creative services. That's creative, I think.
He does everything.
That's why he's creative. He has creative in his title. Creative services. So, okay. But yeah, he's a big Simpson. He has that kind of Simpsons. He has that big poster. You ever see that in his office?
Yes.
I'm not a Simpson fan, but I'm like, it's a poster with like maybe like hundreds of characters all over it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, almost hit the table again. It's going to go down.
It's going to go down.
Okay. Do we have anything else to add to this fabulous? We only got 8 likes on this. No frownies though. That's good. That's good.
We ended yesterday with like 20.
Yeah. People were very angry at us yesterday. I don't know why.
I don't know.
So hopefully we answered Kyle's question. We don't think it's going to be as cold as it was in January.
We'll still get some chilly days.
Yeah.
But
you get a lot of that back and forth in March. You could get a snowstorm in March. Everything comes together. Our biggest one of our biggest, not the biggest, but one of the biggest was March 13th, 1993, before Amanda was born. I was in high school. Did I ever tell you about that storm?
No.
Okay, you've heard of it, right?
Oh,
The blizzard of 93, the superstorm, the storm of the century. And then every storm that followed, they called the storm of the century too, which I thought was a little weird. But then it became Snowmageddon when we became cool. But March 13th, 1993, I was in high school. And, I was still kind of a weather nerd then too, way back, even before that. But I was telling everyone, oh, there's big storms coming. And, it was going to be big. It was like a week ahead. And I was telling everyone. Which now I think about it, if I had the access to the internet and all these models, I'd probably be the one posting all these long range forecasts. And now I get mad at it. But anyhow, I went and was telling everyone, and then we got it. We got hit with the blizzard. And then when I came back from school, they put on my locker, Jeff said it would. And they put a big sign on there.
Oh, that's fun.
And see, back in Pittsburgh, back in the day, I went to Bethel Park High School, and that Joe DiNardo, who I interned with, he was like my idol growing up. That was the big slogan. It was Joe said it would. Mm-hmm. So they put it in Jeff. So I was like, it was like my biggest victory. Calling the blizzard of 93.
That's great.
So, school cancellations, Renee. I'm surprised you had school cancellations too.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
that much.
No.
And I guess just enough to
coding, right time, I guess. Yeah. I don't know if there was, I'd be surprised if they were closed today and they weren't yesterday, but
I'm sure they were.
Because there wasn't much more than yesterday morning.
No.
Yeah.
It was probably just the timing of it.
Yeah. All depends on the timing. And speaking of timing, a Friday,
Yeah, it's true.
It's Friday. The weekend. It's just
3-day weekend.
Just slide right into the weekend. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know if some of these schools are gonna have to make up school days.
They usually have some built in, but there's been a lot of cancellations.
Yeah, you lose them all. So I don't know. They may have to start making up spring break, maybe cut. Nobody likes that.
No.
May have to go to school in July. That's what always people would talk about. Like, oh, snow, we're going to be in school in July. It never happens.
No.
Okay. Well, that's all we have, I guess. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
Have a good weekend, no matter what you do, and stay warm out there. And again, it's going to warm up a little bit over the weekend. And by Monday, we're all going to be in shorts. Looking for stink bugs.
No. Hiding from them.
Yes. Hey, check out Amanda. We'll be on at noon. We'll have that spring outlook, the March outlook, and the spring outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. Hot off the press, as they say. So check that out, and check out Amanda Saturday morning. You know what time Saturday morning news starts?
I think it's 8:30.
It always fluctuates.
Yeah.
It ends at 10. We know. We tell you it ends at 10. We don't know when it begins, but it ends at 10.
You'll definitely see us there from 9 to 10.
Yes.
You can see us before that.
As early as 8, maybe 8:30.
Sometimes even 7.
Really?
Those days, though, it'll be like 7 to 8.
Oh.
Very weird days. But yes.
Okay. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday mornings.
And you catch her all weekend long. She'll be here.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great Friday.
Bye.
Get a sticky bug.